Come join us this week on Destination Now as we explore Telluride, Colorado. This is one of those episodes that you're not going to want to miss. If you like 4x4 Jeep trails, beautiful scenery, and mining history, you're going to love this episode. There's a lot to see in Telluride. What a special town. Come check it out.
Wherever I go, I will always know everything I need is right here with me. It's time to let it all go, no matter who knows anything about me now. I'm ready to see what life's got for me. I got one thing left to say.
While Telluride is just a rock's throw over the mountain from Silverton, we have to drive all the way around the San Juan Mountains to get to our destination. So back onto the $1 Million Highway we go. Red Mountain Pass is one of the most dangerous roads in the States to navigate, especially in the winter months. Due to its lack of guardrails, steep drop-offs, significant grade, numerous hairpin turns, and high risk of avalanches. The 76-mile stretch of road travels from Durango to Ooyy, and we found the last bit from Silverton to Ooyy to be the most difficult. Today's laundry day, so we came up to the mountain village for the only laundromat in Telluride.
Nick stores his laundry. That's how Jacqueline stores her laundry.
First time ever this has happened, but it's all full. Every single wash machine's full, but it is a small laundromat, so we'll just have to wait, I guess.
Last laundromat I went to, somebody put way too much soap in there, foaming out the sides and all over the floor.
And she wasn't around, she'd left. So her clothes just got sent in soapy water, let them off with the pool.
I always try to keep $20 worth of quarters on me. You never know, the credit card quarters, some places don't have coin machines at all.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other.
But wait, there's more.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As we're lost, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb.
Welcome to our humble abode. Alright, so here's a quick tour of Telluride. There's the main town right down there. It's where all the tourists go hang out. And then there's the rest of the countryside of Telluride. And this is the little road that we came up. We're living right on down there. When we pull into a town, I'll pull up iOverlander, and it has all kinds of locations all over the city that people have found to camp at. Most of them are pretty remote. So I went for a nature walk and brought Jacqueline back some flowers, and she's super happy about it.
Pretty. Thanks, honey. Good morning. Today we're heading into Telluride from our boondocking location. We're gonna ride the gondola up to the top of the mountain. This gondola is the only free transportation of its kind in North America. So we're gonna go check that out for you guys, see what's at the top. Trixie's gonna come with us. Apparently they have dog-friendly gondolas as well. So that should be fun. Sheesh, that's a close one.
That is a tight squeeze, man.
Just get it to her. But.
So they have special mandatory doggy gondolas here. We have to wait for the one with paw prints on it. This is your first gondola ride. What do you think?
I think your second gondola ride.
Let's see. Isn't that better? What do you think, Trixie? How do you like Telluride? Let me tell you about Telluride, man. I've been talking and meeting people, making friends, and everybody, without exception, that I have met that lives in this town is extraordinarily fit, like on an Olympic level. It's incredible. These guys do 100-mile runs for fun over mountains. I was talking to some people yesterday that were talking about doing a bunch of 14ers. I had never heard of 14ers before, but apparently it's a day hike that goes over 14,000 feet. We've been jogging in the morning and we only get about a half mile before we're just doubled over in pain from the elevation. But I imagine after a whole month in Colorado, we'll get used to this elevation eventually. There's lots to do in Telluride. There's the main strip of town that you can go shopping and eat at lots of different restaurants. Lots of breweries here. There's a distillery here. And if you're not into that sort of thing, there's tons of adventures that you can go on. You can go mountain biking, you can go hiking, you can go backpacking, you can go get a Jeep and go 4x4 wheeling. Bridal Veil Falls is a spectacular hike that everybody keeps telling me we gotta do. This is an incredible town. Very expensive though. If you're like us and you don't like spending a lot of money, there's a spot way up in the mountains that you can camp for free. But you can only stay there for 7 consecutive days in a 30-day period. After a week, we gotta get out of here. We got no other choice. This is a 12-minute gondola ride all the way up to the top of the mountains. I just felt my ears pop. What an incredible service. All right, we're getting off. Well, my friends, welcome to Telluride. In case you were wondering, this is where it's at. So aside from winter and spring, summertime is the best time to visit a ski resort. We get to come up here and hike around and enjoy the gorgeous views. And it's warm. There's tons of hiking trails up here in the mountains. So if you like to hike, this is the place to come to. So this trail apparently is named See Forever. I like to see forever. So we're gonna go check it out. I already feel like I can see forever. If this view is any indication of what we're about to experience when we reach the top, I am very excited. Isn't this something? So we've reached roughly probably the halfway point of this journey. We got another hour left roughly of hike to get to the top, and the views are just absolutely fantastic. But unfortunately, we do have to turn back because number one, we didn't bring enough water to make it all the way to the top, and number two, at this time of year, this is monsoon season, and the afternoon is filled with thunderstorms. You really feel the thunderstorms out here. Last night, actually yesterday, we got pelted by a thunderstorm. It was hailing, and luckily we're nice and dry and comfortable in our campers. It's very important that you get off the mountain before the afternoon. Very common for people that are up on the mountain afternoon to get struck by lightning. It's very much a safety concern. But if you're ever out in this area in Telluride, I highly recommend this hike. Just bring lots of water and plenty of food. And mosquito repellent. Every time we stop, we get swarmed by mosquitoes. It's pretty bad. So maybe we'll come back and do this hike. It's really pretty. I'd like to finish this hike, but we're just not prepared for it today, and we didn't start early enough.
Apparently we got on the wrong gondola and we're going to Mountain Village now. Thought we were at Mountain Village. We don't know where we were at. So we'll check that out and bring you guys along.
It's so easy to see that you're in love with me. Carve your name next to mine.
No dogs allowed. These are the most expensive mini tacos I've ever had in my life.
That's $5 a piece?
They look really good though.
That's 4 tacos. That's $20 worth of tacos.
Don't even make this taco look big.
Your hands make everything look
Not
big.
just tacos. It's like, I only took one little tiny bite.
They're good, right?
Though.
This is a good taco.
Good taco.
They make these tortillas themselves. Today we're gonna go check out the Telluride Museum. There's a lot of history in this town. It's gone through a lot of changes over the years. We're gonna go find out about it, and we're gonna share it with you, so follow along.
The town of Telluride was originally named Columbia, but the name was changed due to post office confusion with Columbia, California. The name Telluride refers to an element that often occurs with gold called tellurium. The town leaders hoped that the promise of fortune implied in the name Telluride would lure in investors and workers. This museum offers an educational glimpse at the history of Telluride, including mining, daily life, the red light district, advancements in technology such as AC current, and Nick's favorite activity, snow sports.
Snowboarding was invented in the 1980s, and most ski resorts chose to ban it because they didn't understand the sport. And Telluride was one of the few ski resorts that actually adopted snowboarding and made it their own. And they received a lot of attention because of that. It was back in 1980, there was one snowboard that you could rent in town, and it had a unicorn on it. And that if you wanted to learn how to snowboard, you had to rent that board. We just walked in here. This place is called Telluride Studio.
Well, this is the art of Marcus Pearson. This is the Coyote series. Been doing it since 1986. It's been working with Mitch, the owner of this place, for almost 20 years now. Basically, it turns establishments into Marcus Pearson galleries. And he opened as a gallery in November, and then we built this thing, opened this Memorial Day weekend this summer, and we've been cruising ever since. Basically, build an art gallery, put a bar in the middle of it. I say get the old-fashioned because you get to light it on fire, and then the bar smells good.
Do it.
Yeah.
It's so cool. So what was that you just burned?
Whiskey barrel oak chips. There you go.
Cheers to you and your fine bar.
Thank you.
That is spectacular.
What is the straw made out of?
Agave.
Oh, even better. You guys are awesome.
It'll biodegrade within 3 years.
That is so good. Yeah, it doesn't like fall apart, does it?
No. It's a Coyote, and it was inspired by a Joni Mitchell song. But really the artist thought that he could get more expression out of the coyote than he could painting people.
It was just another day, nothing special. I was just cruising along, being alive, feeling the weight, when all of a sudden, the weight was gone. I floated up into the air, my soul as light as a feather, euphoria, out of nowhere, and for no apparent reason. It felt like a tiny bit of Saturday. Oh, how I love Saturday. And life being as it is, you've got to hold on tight to your bits of Saturday whenever they come, and on whatever day. This is Bridal Veil Falls. Believe it or not, if you've got a truck that's capable of it, or a Jeep, you can drive all the way up here. You can get to the top of those falls, and that's as far as you can go, because beyond that, it's a one-way trail that comes over from Silverton. I love this truck. So I believe we've reached the top of Bridal Veil Falls, and we didn't even have to hike. We just drove up here. It was super easy. Don't do it if you have a low clearance car. You definitely need high clearance and good four-wheel drive to come up here. It's pretty sketchy. Like the switchbacks are 3-point turns. they're pretty tight. It's a nice little drive. Yeah, brings me back to my rock crawling days. I enjoyed it for sure. So we are currently standing at 10,360 feet. This hydroelectric generating plant was built in 1904 to supply power to the Smuggler Union Mine. The plant ceased operation in 1953 and was placed on the National Register of Historical Places in 1979.
The hike up here, if you choose to do it by foot, is 4 miles one way and you gain 1,200 feet in elevation. So we were feeling lazy today, so we drove it.
Yeah, so much better to drive it.
It's, yeah, you're hiking on the same road people are driving up.
Hey, I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the little bell. It really helps us grow as a channel. Enjoy the rest of the episode. The Tomboy Mine and Savage Basin camp was located 8,000 feet above Telluride. The settlement contained a school, a store, stable, and miner's cabin. The Tomboy started producing quantities of gold core in 1894, and in 1897 the mine was sold for $2 million. A daily stage ran along this shelf road carrying passengers and mail.
This is how we ride when we're on the side of a cliff four-wheeling. Snake laughing at us. Going over shady bridges like this one.
Welcome to Tomboy. This is a ghost town, the top of Telluride. It used to be an old mining town, and now it's more of a four-wheeling off-road attraction up to this ghost town. It's a very scary drive-in if you're not big on four-wheeling, and we're gonna go check out all these buildings. Tomboy. It's definitely got a lot of remnants of what used to be. You can find bits of shoes, pottery, there's even a rusty old bed spring. There's lots of pipes, all sorts of debris from the mining town. You just have to be very careful where you step. There's a lot of rusty nails out here. Oodles and oodles of rusty nails, leftover iron. It's kind of cool to just look through everything and imagine what it used to be like back in the mining days.
If you're big on wildlife like myself, Colorado in the summer is a great place to see marmots. Marmots are one of the largest members of the squirrel family and can be up to 2 feet in length. These fluffy critters have adapted to the cold weather and high elevation in which they live.
People assume that every daredevil considering whether or not to do something risky has a shrill, maniacal voice inside their head screaming, "Do it, do it." This is simply untrue. What there is there inside our minds is a series of consciously contentious cognitive considerations, where all the reasons not to do it are carefully considered. And when, and if, the last of those considerations has been satisfactorily put to rest, there emerges a blessed silence, and there, in the midst of that blessed silence, we commit and we go.
See this smile? This is what it's all about right here. I am having the time of my life. Thank you. Everybody that made this possible, thank you.
I am awfully proud of this truck right now. She made it all the way up that Jeep trail flawlessly. In fact, there was a Jeep Gladiator right in front of me on one of the switchbacks, and he had to 3-point turn the turn, and I did not. She did a solid job, and that's with open differentials and air down tires. Airing down your tires is key to off-roading, my friends. We got to get going. The thunderstorms are on their way, and this is not the place you want to be during the thunderstorms, but my God, how cool is this? So we just made it all the way up Imogent Pass in a basically stock truck. That's awesome. I wouldn't do it with the new trucks these days, but these old girls, they're built like tractors. They can do anything. 2 coyotes, light as a feather, in the crisp evening air. We have but one wish, that time might slow and allow this wonderful moment to linger. Nothing more, just let it linger. Thanks for watching this episode on DestinatioNow. Follow us next week when we go to Ridgeway. Check it out. We're gonna go to a clothing optional
hot springs. Hit that like, subscribe, click the little bell for us. It really helps us out. And plus, you'll get a reminder when we release another video next Tuesday.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Later.
Found this giant dandelion poof. So I'm gonna make a wish that everybody watching this subscribes to our channel. It helps us grow to 1 million subscribers. Now you get a wish too.
I wish you would like this video. I'm out of breath. Come on, subscribe. Hit that button.
Ring that bell.
All right, I'm gonna go lay down.